I hope all of you are doing good. Let's start today's chapter, Special Types of Quadrilaterals. Introduction. In our previous classes, we have learned about a quadrilateral in general. In this chapter, we shall learn about some special types of quadrilaters and their properties. A brief review. We already know the following facts. Quadrilateral is a four-sided closed figure. Trapezium, a quadrilateral having exactly one pair of parallel sides is called a trapezium. Isosceles trapezium, a trapezium is said to be isosceles if its non-parallel sides are equal. A parallelogram, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if its both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. Rhombus, a parallelogram having all sides equal is called a rhombus. Rectangle, a parallelogram whose each angle is a right angle is a rectangle. Square, a square is a rectangle with a pair of adjacent sides equal. Kite, a quadrilateral is a kite if it has two pairs of equal adjacent sides and unequal opposite sides. Below are given diagrams of each type of quadrilateral here given here. Now, properties of a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, here this is a parallelogram. Number one, the opposite sides are equal. 2, the opposite angles are equal, and 3, diagonals bisect each other. Proof. Consider parallelogram ABCD, draw its diagonal AC. Okay, so in triangle ABC and triangle CDA, we have angle 1 is equals to angle 3, alternate angles, and angle 2 is angle 4, alternate angles, right? AC is AC. AC is equals to AC because this is common. So therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CD. Therefore, AB is equals to CD, BC is equals to AD, and angle B is equals to angle D. Why? Reason is CPCT, that is corresponding part of congruent triangles are equal. Similarly, by drawing diagonal BD, we can prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD, and AD is equals to BC, and angle A is equals to angle C by CPCT. Hence, in a parallelogram ABCD, we have AB is equals to CD, AD is equals to BC. Angle A is equals to angle C and angle B is equals to angle D. This proves property angle 1 and 2. So, to prove part 3, that is diagonals bisect each other, draw diagonals AC and BD intersecting at O. So, in triangle AOB, we will take this triangle AOB and COD. Okay. Angle AOB is equals to angle COD because these two angles are vertically opposite. Okay. Angle OAB is equals to angle DCO because alternate angles, and angle ODC is equals to angle OBA because alternate angle, and AB is equals to DC because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent, and if these two triangles are congruent, then OA is equals to OC and OB is equals to OD. Okay, because corresponding parts of corresponding triangle are equal. This proves part 3. Remark. The converse of the above properties are also true. Now, properties of a rhombus. A rhombus has all the properties of a parallelogram. Besides, the diagonals of a rhombus possess an important property as given below. Diagonal property of a rhombus. The diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. Proof. ABCD is a rhombus. Join diagonals AC and BD. In triangle AOB and triangle AOD. AB is equals to AD because sides of a rhombus are equal. OB is equals to OD because O is the midpoint of BD, and OA is equals to a common side. So therefore, these two triangles are congruent by SSS property. Therefore, angle AOB is equals to angle AOD, and angle AOB plus angle AOD is equals to 180 degree because these two are forming linear pair. So, angle AOB is equals to angle AOD is equals to 90 degree. Hence, the diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. Now, properties of a rectangle. A rectangle is a parallelogram in which all the angles are right angles. It has all the properties of a parallelogram. Besides, it has the following two additional properties. They are, number 1, each angle of a rectangle is a right angle. 2, the diagonals of a rectangle are equal. Proof. Let ABCD be a rectangle. Draw the diagonals BD and AC. So, in triangle DAB, okay, this one, DAB, and next another angle is CBA. Okay. So AD is equals to BC, opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, we know that. Angle DAB is equals to angle ABC, each equal to 90 degree. And AB is equals to BA. AB is equals to AB, you can write common sign. So therefore by SAS property, these two triangles are congruent. Therefore BD is equals to AC. Now properties of a square. A square has the properties of a parallelogram, a rhombus and a rectangle. They can be summarized as number 1. All the sides are of the same length. 2. Each of the angles is a right angle. 3. The diagonals are of equal length. And 4. The diagonals bisect each other at right angle. Now let's do example 1. Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in ratio 2:3. Find the measure of all angles. Okay. So let ABCD be the parallelogram. Let angle A and B be its two adjacent angles. That is angle A and angle B. That is angle will measure. We will let them as 2x and 3x. Okay. So 2x and 3x. So angle A plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Why? Because the sum of the adjacent angles are supplementary. 2x plus 3x is equals to 180 degree. 5x is equals to 180 degree and x is equals to 180 degree by 5. That is 36 degree. Now we can put the value of x in these two angles. That is 2 into x. That is 2 into 36 is 72 degree and 3 into 36 is 108 degree. Right. So now we have found out the angle A is 72 degree, angle B is 36. 3 into 36 is 108 degree. Since opposite angles of a parallelogram equal, therefore C. Angle C is equals to angle A. Okay, angle A is 72 degree, therefore this will be 72 degree. Angle B is 108 degree and angle D will be 108 degree. Right? Exercise 23.1. Number 1. How does a trapezium differ from a parallelogram? I am sure you all know the answer of this question. Actually, a trapezium has only one pair of parallel sides, whereas a parallelogram has two opposite sides, which are two pairs of sides which are parallel to each other. Right? Things to remember. A quadrilateral, two of whose opposite sides are parallel, is called a trapezium. Number 2, a quadrilateral in which both pairs of opposite sides are parallel is called a parallelogram. So here is the difference between a trapezium and parallelogram. Okay. 3, a parallelogram with a pair of adjacent sides equal is called a rhombus. All the sides of a rhombus are equal. 4, a parallelogram with one angle, a right angle, is called a rectangle. 5, a parallelogram with the pair of adjacent sides equal and one angle, a right angle, is called a square. In fact, all the sides of a square are equal and all its angles are right angles. 6, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal and diagonals bisect each other. Remember that these are the properties of a parallelogram. 7, diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. 8, diagonals of a rectangle are equal and bisect each other. And 9, diagonals of a square are equal and bisect each other at right angles. Okay, students, now you will do practice of the remaining questions.